All right, hey, I'm Tom. We're here today at a job. We're going to be taking out a stump with the Rayco RG 1625A Super Junior Stump Grinder. Okay, it's got a 25 horse twin Kohler engine, air cooled, all self-propelled, steering's hydraulic. Just a real nice machine. I got it locked up right now so that all four drive wheels are going at the same time. All right. Now in here I have a switch, a pull. I can pull it out, disconnect the differential so I can make a tighter turn or smaller radius. Okay. Like I said, it's a real nice machine. I've had it for a couple years. We had to do some prep work on this particular stump. Okay, pan over here. We had to pull this fence out. It was all growing into the tree. Okay, come back with me. And we had to come with bolt cutters and really do a job on it. It wasn't too bad. Luckily, it was just like wrapped around. I don't particularly like to do stumps that have chain link fencing in it. We cut out as much as we could. There's still a few more pieces that we couldn't do anything with. So as long as I get into the wood first, and I should be able to be all right. We just got to be real careful with the people around us, that nobody's around, and that there shouldn't be any spectators anyway, other than my film crew. What happens today is, as they said, we already cut it down, because when we got here, the stump was probably about 42 inches high, and it's like about 36, 40 inches around. Now you can see here, it goes underneath the concrete, okay, and it also, the roots are lifting the concrete over there, okay, and it's really doing a job, because it was right on the fence line, and it's just a real problem. So, like I said, we're here doing this. When we get done, we're going to be going all the way over to here, close to the house, but not too near it, because you can see that here's a big root right here going underneath. The tree's been dead, but we're just going to cut the roots out so the woman can in fact have a fence put back up here of some sort, whatever she wants. Now, we're going to have to cut in here, grind in here, and over here, and over here. Usually I don't come out this far, but I'm doing the woman a favor, strictly because of the fact she's a senior citizen, as I am, so we got to take care of each other, okay? So I think all things considered, we're about maybe 2/3 the way through, because we started to the right here, and we already dug this out. You can see how soft the ground is, and I got this dug out, ground up, and this is ground. So we're going to be starting in here. I'm going to be starting the machine. I won't be able to talk until the machine stops again. Okay, but my film crew will go back to a safe position, and he'll get a little bit of a telephoto action, and then we'll be able to go start the machine up and ready to go. Always, whenever you do grind, ear protection. I have glasses, and I use a face shield too. All right, you gotta have safety protection. Stuff goes flying everywhere. All right, you always gotta watch out for people's property. You don't want to put a stone or a rock through somebody's window, damage their siding, do this, that, and the other thing. This isn't too bad because we got a clear view back here. So I'm going to be starting the machine up. And all right, Yeah, we just stopped in the middle of the grind to show you just what in fact the grinder is doing. Okay, I'll show you the teeth when we get all done. As I said, this is a real nice machine. I had a smaller Vermeer, but this is a real nice machine. I've taken down 6-foot diameter stumps. It's taken some time because that old adage that, you know, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You know, my machine it's not a 200 horse with a 6-foot wheel. So consequently, the 18-foot or the 18-inch wheel is more than sufficient. You gotta let the machine do its own pace, which is fine. But you can see here, it's doing a real nice job as far as cutting the stump right down. Now this is sort of a dead one, so it's a little bit easier to in fact cut. Okay, the worst ones are the stringy ones, the willows, the pines, because as the teeth hit them, they just bounce and go by it. Okay, whereas here I take a piece off, and it does in fact grind the stump really nice. Now, as I said, you can see because of the fact I have all 4 drive wheels going, is the fact that now as the mound gets higher, as the machine pulls stuff underneath it, what I do is in fact I can drive with all 4 wheels. Okay, and then I have basically a wheel chock that I can use if it starts to slide back. It's not a big deal. On this, it just goes down. I like to use all 4 wheels, you know, the 2 main wheels and the 2 outriggers. One doesn't do any damage to people's lawns, and it works much, much nicer as far as, you know, driving on and off people's property. Not so much now when it's dry, but when it's wet, you don't want to be tearing up people's lawns. They get upset about damage to their property. So I just wanted to show you how we were doing with this, and you can see, they back up a second. You can see that it's taking some pretty good chunks. Okay. Now again, this is a dead tree, a dead stump. So, and you can see here, okay, that it's going to be, we should be done like pretty quick here. And part of this stump grind is I got to take all the chips out in a way, which is sort of a drag, but hey, it's all part of the job. Sometimes people want to do it themselves. So we'll get rid of this little one over here. We'll just take that one right up. I might have to move my machine around and get it from the other side, you know, the other way, which is going to be fine. So I'm going to put the safety equipment back on. We're going to start it up, and we're going to continue to grind. And my camera crew is going to move in the background, safe distance, so that there's no injuries.